This is Lockie Hume, and you're listening to the Crowject.
With an opportunity about 50 metres out. Oh, yes! 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 The excitement machine, McLeod. Left foot goal, don't tell me. He's a superstar, tell me. Oh! Bounces straight up, leaves a path the ball.
It's time for the Crowject podcast, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to our sponsors of Trojan Aluminium and Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini. And it's your big old lumbering tight end with the softest hands at this side of the Mississippi. My name's Peter. And over in the running back position, it was a man who has flair for all things fabric and 4:3 aspect ratios. It's Lleyton.
Hello.
Yes, okay. I'm bamboozling you with all these ones and glad everyone's sitting in the right position so I can read these out. Over in the quarterback position is a woman who knows all things and makes the right calls. She's the anti-Mel Kiper Jr. It's Elodie.
Oh, thank you very much. I like these little intros you do.
Did you get that
Feel
reference?
special.
Okay. Now, all good offences need a reliable guard. And over in the offensive tackle position is a man who witnessed my child on the weekend get PTSD from Claude the Crow. He's a Jason Peters of our podcast. Stoic, reliable, and likes cheese. No, I don't know. It's Ben.
Thank you, Pete. I do like cheese.
Yeah, and you like Jason Peters too.
Correct.
Yeah, damn straight. He's good.
He's
playing
good.
Philly Eagles.
Correct.
Can you give me your EAGLES?
It might be a bit long, but I'll
Okay.
say go Birds.
We'll move on. Over in the wide receiver position is a man who has no idea whatsoever about any of the references regarding American football spat out tonight. It's Damon.
Truth.
Touchdown.
Yeah, that's one.
Score.
There you go.
Bet.
Go Pigs is... No, go Hogs.
Pigs.
Go Hogs.
We'll be talking about that later on, ladies and gentlemen, but we've got a lot to go through tonight. We've got AFL Women's, SANFL, and of course our end-of-season review that we got to. But first off, we had the AFL Women's that happened... Well, it was on Saturday, wasn't it, Ben?
Indeed, it was a lovely day at Unley Oval Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, in some of the mud, which they guarded in the middle after the kick and catch that they did later on. But Elodie, what were the scores there?
The final scores were Adelaide 4-6-30 to North Melbourne 2-4-16. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, audience. Yeah, with North Melbourne kicking 2 goals in the first quarter and then pretty much shit all after that. So,
They really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very much like the last week's game against Richmond where we just turned up in the last quarter.
It's handy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
yeah, that's it. That's when you want to turn up, isn't it? Shout out to friend of the show, Sam Tugwell. I watched the first half at home and then I had to go out and it was just, I was listening to it on the radio. Infinitely better with Sam
Yes.
Tugwell commentary.
Amen.
Better than watching it even.
No, I feel like I could picture it in my head better just with Sam Tugwell's beautiful voice describing things for me.
Theatre of the mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Did he say it was the blue team versus the yellow team like Kelly? Or
No, he doesn't have that level of insight. Sorry. He's still new. He's
You'll
learning.
get there, Sam. You'll get there.
Damon, your thoughts on the game?
I thought it was a great game. North Melbourne are probably, I think, going to be one of the big improvers in this competition this year.
Yeah.
So to ride out the game the way we did with them taking it up to us and then just putting the foot down when it mattered was really encouraging, especially after a few poor performances. I think North are going to be really, really good. So this might be one of those wins we look back on and go, yeah, that's when the season got started. And how good is our captain?
Yes.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Chelsea Randall, everybody. How good is Chelsea Randall?
Yeah, she's had a crack. Her first few games have been really good.
Yeah.
Well, they moved her into a tagging position halfway through the game.
Yeah.
And she just took out their best midfielder for a bit.
Yeah.
And then just went back to centre half back like it never happened. Just
Exactly.
absolute gun.
Does what she wants.
And shout out to Ash Woolen as well for losing her headband. I reckon it was about 4 or 5 times. That happened in front of us. So I went with Ben to the game, and like I said, beautiful daughter came along too until she got PTSD from Claude the Crow. Well, that's another story. But I think she lost her headband like 4 or 5 times, and the guys from Rainbow Crows, Brendan McGarrigan, friend of the pod, was yelling out, "Do you need a headband?" She's like, "I've got 4."
I think
Doing a hand.
And I've lost them all.
it came out in a tackle and I think it was the halftime siren, and then she obviously had a few in her hair to keep the hair up, 3 or 4, and they just landed on the ground and she's just searching aimlessly for a little while trying to find him.
I know.
Couldn't see him.
We
Picking up from the mud pit.
We weren't sure if it was a contact lens or
or her tooth.
Jeez.
She's lost a tooth in the past. Yeah, so I'd be worried about that.
God, she really needs to keep things where they belong. I don't know.
Yeah, like Ash, have a look at yourself, mate. What's going on?
You're a mess.
What are you doing?
I'll tell you what, who else was really good and probably the difference in the game? Ebony Marinoff. Amazing 29 disposals.
Oof.
Dominant.
Huge.
Absolutely.
I really liked the game from Caitlin Gould as well.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, she racked up some possessions, clearances, a few marks, and a goal
Kicked the
as
sealer.
well. So, yeah.
Yep.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Danielle Ponta with just a cheeky 2 goals as well.
Oh, yeah. Definitely needed that, the finishing touches from her. But Gould and then McKinnon didn't get into the side, but Prowse did. And I thought her and
He's
Gould
always great.
played great, sort of that important ruckman in the AFLW, getting those small touches in.
Yep. No, it's good. Feels like a really well-balanced team, which is good. And it's, I think, something that Clark is really good at about. And it helps that he's just got superstars in every line. You know, Thompson has gone back to half-back where she sort of does most of her damaging stuff. Chelsea Randall, you can just move like a chess piece wherever you need to.
Like, where's the problem? Okay, go there.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much. So we've got definitely one of the more stable lineups, and everyone's firing at the moment too. Someone we talked up a little bit last week, Chelsea Bedell, she's now looking like the premier medium to small defender in the women's game at the moment.
She's just a rock.
gun. Yeah.
Whenever Sarah Allen's like the lockdown defender, but she's like the Jake Lever style player.
Exactly.
But
Getting
better
there so
and
much.
doesn't have a tantrum, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, when can we talk about that?
You don't like that? You fucking dog. All right.
All right.
What's next?
Well, we have some feedback from the listeners about the Crows girls game. So first we've got Patreon and friend of the show, Shahin Marty,
Good.
who has said, good to see us getting our motor going in the 3rd and 4th quarters, but I'm hoping we can shake off the rust to see better starts to games this season.
So is the car rusty?
I think that's what he's saying.
Is it
yeah.
shaking?
Or is the key rusty to start?
Yeah, is the key? Oh,
You got a bigger problem if it's the key.
Oh, God, yeah.
you
Yeah, they're
need- you need
expensive to replace.
You need a
It's-
locksmith.
Yep.
Auto locksmith. They're hard to get.
Thanks, Shahin.
Does,
So
does.
we got
Sounded convincing.
Anthony Clissold, who says, Noffy huge, and also thought Hatch was very effective coming off half forward. Yeah,
It's weird seeing her in half forward. I don't know, not used to it. It's good, but it's a bit of a change up with Randall going in the middle.
She didn't have the
Jug on
braided
the forward.
hair either.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Disappointed.
What's Lips doing?
I don't know. Yeah, what's Georgie? Come on, Georgie. You need to do her hair more often, I think. Oh, it's a second sausage. She's got 2 sausages.
She does.
What?
Yeah, they've got a new puppy.
Double hot dog.
And it's really... I don't know why I found that so funny. I just did.
And she still hasn't hung out with Cream? She's got better things to do, you're
That's because
telling me?
I haven't messaged.
Oh, so it's you. It's your fault.
Do you know how hard it is to lock down Cream?
Yes, I do.
I think you're just protecting her from it.
All right, here we go. And we got the thoughts on Facebook as well. Scott Whitaker, who says, classic Crom just wearing the opposition down then storming home late. That's not really classic Crom. We usually crack the bed late.
Yeah. In AFLW at least.
Oh, they have.
Yeah.
The women's team are just used to winning.
Yeah.
Just being up most of the game and not having to worry about the game being taken to them.
It seemed like a very defensive game as well. Like a few of the other teams in the round like kick really big scores, and then other games where it's really low scoring. But I feel like ours are always really like grinding games.
Yep, absolutely.
Grind it out.
Yeah.
Pound them into the system. Friend of the pod on Patreon, Brendan McGarrigan says, with all the goals being kicked to the northern end, keeping North goalless in the 3rd was key to what ended up being a solid win. Jurgen Goethe, friend of the pod on Patreon, says, my thoughts are the Crows should have worn blue shorts and the Roos white and a very nice comeback win.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know.
You're literally the only
Come on,
person I know that would know, Lleyton.
You wrote a book about this.
They probably did it because it's like the yellow was a lighter colour, so that the blue and white didn't clash too much for Kangaroos.
Yeah, but the blue shorts wouldn't have clashed.
No, it wouldn't have.
No.
They should have kept it traditional.
Absolutely.
It looked like we were the away team at Unley.
It really did.
But maybe it's just because they got confused because North Melbourne are like double blues.
And then they rock up wearing a mostly blue jumper.
Yeah.
Double Blues at Unley Oval are normally the home team.
Exactly.
That is true. See.
Something in that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sold. But it's not like no one, looks down and figures these things out ahead of time. This feels like something that was made up on match day. Just like,
Yeah.
oh no, North Melbourne are coming.
They brought the wrong kits.
Don't wear your blue shorts, girls.
Well, they only announced where the game was being played like a week and a half ago.
And the time, yeah.
Yeah, in the time.
Yeah.
Which is another joke.
And let me tell you, Unley Oval, they were ready for it.
All right, what happened?
I had to line up 20 minutes for a ticket.
For a ticket?
Yeah, and there was just one person at the booth. And, they're in a sandstone little ticket thing. And you know what really doesn't work there? An FPOS machine that relies on 5G.
Right.
So they're there. Oh, sorry, it's connecting again. It's connecting. Sorry. And I'm just like, I just want to pay $10
It's
for
like
my
I'm in
one
a-
ticket.
It's like I'm in a brick house with no reception.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what it
A
is.
sandstone villa, and you're standing there trying to send me snap. Holly Cordy says, "Awesome game and great day to go. Pity crowd at Unley wasn't big, but still could hear when we were all cheering." Amen. And Dan Linky sort of echoing my sentiments as well about if they could announce the games, more than a week earlier.
Now, Dan's got no right to complain.
Oh, why is that, Damon?
I know Dan very well.
Oh, you beat him in.
I beat him in the Reckling footy. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. But he's a North fan and he lives in Unley. So shut up, Dan. You got to walk to the game, mate. Don't be precious. Who are you listening to this?
We got you.
Got him.
So what's his address?
123 Unley Street, Unley.
Oh, I've been there before.
Yeah, you better watch out. That might be a place.
Actually, you will. Can you flag that?
Nah, it's all right. It's probably some Beryl. Anyway, any other thoughts about the game?
Good to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good to win. And we'll talk about the next game coming up very, very soon. I think we're 8th on the ladder now.
Yeah, we
Full
have
ladder.
the worst percentage out of the teams who's won twice out of 3.
But that's because we grinded out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Don't make it easy. Wait, is it now that we've got the same amount of teams in the AFL, is the final series all the same?
Yeah, I assume so.
They'll
layout?
announce that a week
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
probably.
cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm asking questions like 2 months too early.
No, they announced the top 16 are in the finals.
Yeah.
I feel like it was still going to be conference style from the start. I can't remember exactly, but I
because
think
we
they
don't
kept
play every team, so
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
Thanks for that insight.
I don't even think AFLW know.
You're going to write a book about that one? AFLW fixturing. What is the deal?
Yeah,
It's just going to be a shot of Lleyton on the front cover going,
But it's in the style of like Jerry Seinfeld at the start of Seinfeld,
Yes.
like he's just doing a monologue or something like that. Anyway, now we need to talk about the SANFL team getting the loss from the Redlegs. The prelim final.
They really
Get in
got
the
that.
They really got that loss. Yeah.
I earned that loss.
Yeah.
Worked hard for that.
We spoke a couple of weeks ago about wanting to see the individual playing well, but the Crows losing.
Yeah, we did say that.
We got it.
that's what we got.
Yeah.
We did get exactly that. There was some good individual performances, but altogether they lost. So
So we went down by 11 points at Adelaide Oval with probably the same amount of people there as the AFL women's game in stadium that can fit 10 times the amount. But anyway, key here though is, like I said, Frumpton should have been flipping them off and maybe we would have won.
That's the only difference I can see from last time.
Yes.
The finger.
Jeez, Billy, this is why you're being traded, mate. You had one job.
We found out how to win and you did it. And
you
then
did-
you just didn't do it again?
You can see inconsistent. You
Exactly.
can't replicate form.
No, it really can't. But it's like as if Nord just wanted it more, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just wanted it.
I mean, it was only 2 or 3 weeks ago that Crows beat Norwood by like 60 plus points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And,
because they were given the
Turn
double
around.
bananas.
yeah.
I think it's just,
Bananas.
Stick about the double bananas. All right, that's the title of the pod, actually. better write that down before I forget.
I think it's just the boys seeing all their teammates from the AFL team on their end of season trips going,
Yeah.
that could be us right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hingy's in Greece. I keep seeing his Instagram stuff, and Frampton's here playing on a cold, wet Adelaide Oval in front of
Yeah.
fans that hate him.
That's the Crows fans, by the way. It's not the Norwood one.
Why am I always being booed? He picks up a water bottle.
I'm going to Crete.
And if Brandon just wants to maximise his time as well, looking for a new club. It's going to take a while to get through 17 other clubs.
Yeah.
See if anyone, please, I'll come there. $10.
The Crows just hire someone just to boo him everywhere he goes. Just hearing the. Where did you get the work experience kid to do that? Anyway, we had Mackesy and Himmelberg kicking 3 goals as well.
Yeah, Himmelberg looked great.
He could have had 4 in the first quarter, but
Yeah.
he can't snap from 20 metres out.
He had a Sam Draper-ish moment in the 4th quarter where he thought, I'm going to outrun the opposition. And then
It did not
he
happen.
realised he was too tall and too lanky.
The 3 steps, it looked really,
Yeah, it
really
did,
good.
yeah.
And then everyone was running at normal speed and they
It's
caught
when
him.
when his confidence started to build.
Exactly. It's like the dragon and starts running.
Can I?
Are dragons fast? I don't know.
I mean, they can fly, so you'd assume they can. That's the shittest nickname, isn't it? Like, it's embarrassing.
It's so shit that it's good, I think. Like,
I don't know if it's come full circle for me yet, to be honest.
Do you reckon the club gave that to him? Like he
I think,
didn't even choose it?
he gave it to him.
Someone within the 4 walls has obviously given it to him
Yeah.
because we haven't heard it before he re-signed, and then all of a sudden it's the Dragons re-signed.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did that come from?
True. Oh, the dragon. Anyway, well, the dragon kicked 3. What do you reckon Fish and Mackesy's nicknames are, other than Fish and Ass?
fish ass and fish ass. I don't know.
For a good footy nickname, you've almost got to take it a couple of places removed to make it work. So
It's just too obvious.
I like the idea of fingers.
Oh yeah.
Fish finger.
yeah.
I see it.
Oh, I was thinking of something else.
It's very open for interpretation, isn't it?
Don't be gross, Pete.
What?
We had to
No, I was. Call him Birdseye.
Then captain.
Yeah, the
So you just got to keep removing it one more step.
The cap and the dragon. That's going to be the new podcast out of AFC. I reckon. Cap and the dragon. 6 to 9s every morning.
Love it.
Lleyton, what were your thoughts on the game, my man?
Yeah, I thought Turner played well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had like the most touches for the Crows, and those individual performances. I like. Yeah.
not the team performance. We don't want to see that, but the individual performances.
I thought Gollant was unlucky with 3 behinds. He didn't have many opportunities, but just missed it all the time.
It's not a good thing.
No, not good.
Usually it's good kicks. I reckon he just really wanted the week off.
yeah.
He's looking at
end of
Hingy's
season
Instagram. And
Yeah.
he's thinking, that could be me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why aren't I in Mykonos right now?
And Pedler pulled out late.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that was a
So
shame.
I feel like
What happened there? Because they just kept saying in the commentary, like, no peddler.
It just said he had a hip/groin injury. They didn't exactly say what on the website.
Okay.
I heard that he's been struggling like for a while now, and every time after a game he can't run for the next few days,
Yeah, right.
which is not a good sign.
No,
And
it's
so
not.
you do that all the way up to the finals, but you get to the prelim and you're like, all right, this
Oh,
is
that's enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really worn out now.
I've
I'm
done
done.
my best.
Oh dear. But the Nord fans were up and about on Facebook and Twitter, which was always fun. And of course, next week it's the SANFL Grand Final. And who's playing who?
You're looking at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
The Mighty Cox playing Nord.
Yeah, so what's the name of your mascot?
Rocket Rooster.
Why is it not the Cock Commander?
Missed opportunity.
As you said those words, did it not click in your head as to why that's not the case? Or are you just doubling
No,
down and going,
I know
it's
it.
genuinely a better name.
No. So I only say this because the South Carolina Gamecocks in the US, they had a poll for what they should call their, because, the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
And Cock Commander won by like 70%. And then they went with, I think it was Sir Big Spur or something
No,
like that.
no. That's
I know. I was just like,
That's bad.
Cock Commander. Gonna command my cock. Get out there.
it's great to have you back, Pete.
Leading on in my long sleeve. Anyway.
Moving on.
All right.
Yeah, excited. Sam Tugwell put up a great tweet about how SANFL traditionalists must be stoked with this, and yeah, we are. I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez, look
Very
at
happy.
the comments on all of the Facebook posts and the Twitter posts.
Oof,
Jeez.
I had to get out of the Patreon chat. I thought I was going to be run out of town at one point. I'm like, I better not keep stirring this. Yeah,
After the qualifying final win, the time I had in the comment section was probably the most fun I've had all week. So I was really hoping we'd beat them in the prelim as well, but
Just for
not
the
meant to
drama.
be.
With this, though, do you reckon it's time for a National Reserves comp?
Yes.
Yes.
no, I want to do this every year. I want to win a flag. I want to win an SANFL flag and just watch the meltdown from all
That's
the
all
clubs.
we can get. If that's all we can't get an AFL flag, just get an
No,
SANFL.
I can't keep
I'll
doing
take
this
it.
conversation. I just can't keep having this argument with people. You know? But yeah, they really do. It needs to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Elodie, what are your thoughts?
Yes, I agree. It causes so much hostility between like any SANFL player that doesn't play for Port Crows, just hate them. And then the whole system between with the top up players, it just doesn't work. Like it's just like, oh, let's handpick all the best players and then
Let's get the one with the best beard.
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
haven't they?
Can we sign him up for real though? Like,
Yeah,
Not bad.
kick and play.
I mean, they wrote like an article about him, and I was like, well,
Yeah, it was about his beard routine.
Father's Day, yeah.
I was like, well, God, they're scraping the barrel.
you don't do that unless you're planning on drafting him.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
If we're going to draft anyone at that SANFL team, this young man, M. Wright, I think we should absolutely have a serious look
Got a
at
big
him.
future ahead of him.
He's
I
an
think
up
so.
and comer.
Yep.
He's been waiting in the reeds. in the Justin Reed.
My time will come again.
Yes. Now, we asked on Twitter and Facebook for thoughts on the game. Tom Schultz said, shame not to play in the grand final, but playing deep into finals helps get more development into our AFL youth, which is invaluable. Bring
Yeah.
on the silly season of trade and draft.
I think the last time we played in the SANFL finals was 2016,
Yep.
year before the grand final. So what does that mean? What does that mean for next year?
That you can remember.
Crom
dates.
premiers.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Or at least make the grand final and shit the bed. At least we made finals. Sucked in port. Crows, we've got Phil Gedecki. Phil Gedecki?
Yeah.
Gedecki. Crows lack composure at important times. Couldn't deal with the pressure.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't deal with the rain either. Everyone's slipping over. Who in the fourth quarter as well ran too far?
I turned away from the TV for
It was
5
like
seconds and
you
then
know,
losing my mind
it's
over
like watching a train wreck because he
Yeah.
just kept going and I can't remember
it
who it
Shoal?
was.
I think it might
Yeah,
have
it was
been
Shoal.
Yeah.
He's just so used to running that he
is.
forgot the bouncing.
That's it.
Am I supposed to do something with my arms now? Maybe.
He knew it was on TV and didn't know what to do with his hands.
It's a big problem.
It is.
That camera right now, I don't know what to do with my hands. Do I fold them? Should we just put them in the air?
Just keep him like this. Tony Sinclair says, as a happy Norwood fan, I was annoyed with the ball lace in defence repelling many of our attacks. He should be upgraded. Was that upgrading the chip or?
What does that mean?
as in take him off the rookie list.
Oh,
okay.
because he was annoyed. So he
Yep.
was annoyed with ball lace in defence repelling many of our attacks. It's
That's
forwards.
You're right.
He wasn't. He wasn't a double H.
No, because his dad's a former Port Magpies player, so it's hard seeing that name play.
Whoa, that's not
Yep.
good.
Play well against Norwood for the Crows. It's just conflicting a lot of people. He's a weird one. I actually don't know where he's going to end up, to be honest, especially with like the Cox announcement apparently like just around the corner. And Worrell played out of his skin.
What's this about the cock?
That's Brendan Cox,
Brendan
by the
Cox
way.
from-
No,
I thought
You're
you're
thinking-
the cock commander.
That's the title of the
That
pod.
announcement's coming and it's going to derail ball lace.
Yeah, absolutely it will. Yeah,
Side note, I think Ball Ace is the most attractive player on the Crows list.
Yeah, let's have a look.
there you go.
Have you seen Rob?
Oh, actually.
Did you see that photo that was? I found it. I can't remember whose Insta it was on, but
The Shuckers.
yeah, just-
Oh, yeah.
yeah, good vibes. Yeah.
He loves good vibes. Bet.
Oh, here it is. Look at that. He is burnt to a crisp as well.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. More ways than one.
We're just putting that up on the YouTube.
Beautiful,
page right
man.
now. He's like, I'm burnt as fuck. Ball Ace AFL. Let's look up this beautiful human being.
Yeah, go on then.
It's probably going to come
Ready
with like
to
Jimmy
be
Rose
astounded.
photo or something like that. Yeah.
No, we
God, that is
come
yeah.
on with McPherson or something.
Yeah, he's a bit of a horn bag.
I like him. He's got a bit of a sultry look about him.
It's the chin too, though, isn't it? He's got that big Buzz Lightyear chin about him.
Yeah,
He look-
exactly.
He looks like he should be playing a saxophone.
Yes.
Like he's got that
Very
80s
musical.
shirtless.
Round, really
Yeah.
dark glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in a George Michael cover. Yeah.
And he's just got
Doing
the,
Endless
the
Whisper.
little vest on, but nothing else.
Yeah, leather vest.
with big fuck off lapels. Like the lapels are bigger than the shirt itself. It's just lapels.
Well, if you're listening, Ball Ace, and you're interested,
We've got a new look idea for you, mate.
yeah, we'll provide the saxophone.
One photo. That's all we ask. Just one.
Dave Carnivale says, friend of the pod and Patreon, hashtag SANFL bias. Oh, God.
Oh, gee, I'm not having.
Do we need to talk about that?
Yeah.
If we were here last week, you
Those
could say.
oh, yeah.
Christ.
And wasn't the free kick count balanced this week?
Yes.
Yeah.
16-0, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they corrected it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to meet someone in the middle, and maybe we just call it as it is. Okay. Well played, Nord. Played the conditions after half time perfectly. Good effort, Crom, and on to next year. We got Ryan who says, haha, I was just about to comment the exact same thing and tag you in that. And that's because the initial tweet says, when's the National Reserves coming? So the free kick count was 19 to 20. Dutchy 1010 says, reserves comp would be a step down from SANFL comp.
In the sense that the quality would drop, maybe. But we're
You'd be playing the reserves of the other team.
of the other teams. It's
Yeah.
As opposed to a Barrett plumbers and,
yeah.
people with full day jobs. I can't
This
see
is
that
it.
how it would be a downgrade.
No, you're playing other full-time training professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd suck, though,
works.
because at least after the game, you can ask someone to do a quick cashy at your house or something. I need a tap installed or something like that. Or I need a light fixed. Yeah, I'll come
I know
around.
a guy,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
The
the beer
big-
economy,
The people that are biggest set to lose out of the reserve comp comes in is the SANFL.
Yeah,
And
good.
no one's talking about it because 140 grand, I think it is, a year from the Crows, and the whole Port Magpies gone. That's massive.
I mean, the Port Magpies were gone about
Yeah,
8
it was very good.
But they're still
didn't even make finals this year.
So you'd lose regular games at Alberton. You lose 20% at least on most other home games because most people will turn up to watch their
Yeah,
team beat
it's
Port.
casual fans.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the thing.
Yeah. So you lose them completely from the competition, but I think it suits the Crows and Port much better to go and be amongst a competition of their teammates and not have to, every time they whinge about the umpiring not being to their standard. Yeah, because it's an SANFL standard. They literally have different rules and interpretations around holding the ball. Sorry, but I've triggered something here. Don't bitch and moan to the
triggered you.
advertiser because, we're getting unfair treatment from the umpires. No, you're getting the fair treatment from different umpires. If you don't like it, play in a different comp with different umpires. And all these Crows fans, I'm looking at you guys now. Oh, you've disconnected my mic, Pete. I'm looking at all you Crows fans that were whinging all over the internet during the week. No, don't wave at them. I'm pointing at them. I'm getting all, what's the old bloke from the footy show?
Sam Newman.
wanted to play golf. I'm getting the Sam Newman on here. They're playing in a different competition with different rule interpretations. It's nothing personal. Grow up. Sorry, I'm going to go lie down for a bit.
That was angry old man with Damon.
Old man yells at Cloud. Yeah.
Trent, over at the bar. No,
I took doting Damon off the run sheet for that.
And now we've got a busted cord anyway. Shout out to our sponsors, Trojan Aluminium, Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini. We need everything, all the help we can get. Now, any other thoughts on the SANFL game at all? Or actually, let's do a prediction for the SANFL Grand Final. I'm
North to lose by 100.
I was about to say Nord by 90.
Yeah, we know. We're on the same page.
Roosters by 19.
Hey!
I get it.
No, North should roll them.
It's because of the extra person.
Yeah, surely. North have been dominant.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be a draw, and then
Ooh.
and then the golden point to Norwood. I don't know what the SANFL rules are.
Damon won't be here next week.
It's either way. Either way, I'm not going to be here next week. No, it's 2 5-minute quarters each way. And
Yeah.
whoever's on top after that wins. There's no golden point.
Yeah. I think they
Yeah,
were talking
then
about it halfway
yeah.
through the last quarter yesterday.
Ah.
Yeah.
And they just keep repeating.
I would have
They
loved
keep repeating the extra times until it's.
Until
it's
Luke
exciting.
Shuey gets a free
Jeez.
kick and
So the game could go for 2 days, theoretically.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved for Crows and Nord to have gone for 2 days. Would have been amazing.
Today is 5 years since the Luke Shuey, wasn't it? I think
Yeah.
it came up on my Facebook memories. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
what a day.
Better times.
We're into a home prelim. Port get knocked out in extra time. Oh,
My favourite was Polak as well. And from then on, everything's just gone to shit for that bloke. And for Port too. Fuck them. All right. Let's talk about the end of season review. So we asked on Twitter just for people's thoughts on the Crows' year so far for the men's competition at the very least. But first off, we're just going to go around the table on how do you rate the season? Now, Elodie, your thoughts on the way the season went compared to your preseason expectations. Better, worse, still the same. Cool.
Wow, all these options. Yeah, I was wondering how we're rating it. Do I have to give a number or do I? No.
Better, worse, still the same.
Okay, you gave me the options. A, B, or C. All right. I'd say pretty similar to my expectations.
So
About the same. I think I expected us to have a few sort of, I guess, unexpected wins. I think we won all the games against bottom teams, most of the games against bottom teams. Then we had those few like little just against the grain wins. And I was expecting something along those lines. So
Yeah.
yes. The
Good.
answer is yes.
Yeah, so about par.
Yes.
On par.
On par in golf terms.
Yes, in swingy, clubby. Okay. Damon.
Yeah, Damon. Should we get a
Better,
birdie?
worse, still the same. What were your thoughts on the season?
I'm going to give him a C+.
Jeez.
Oh no.
What does that mean?
Well, give us a proper rating system and then we'll use it.
Was it where you expected things were going to happen?
Yes.
I thought we were going with par, birdie, double bogey.
He changed it halfway through.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I said better, worse, was still the same.
And then he started talking golf at Elodie and we all tuned out.
She said, shit. Okay.
Right, well, I'm going with the system I know, and I'm
Did we hit a
saying
home run?
Touchdown, yeah.
Did you guys beat Napoli or not? Out of all the things for the
Now
Queen
you pick a
Elizabeth to
team.
knock her off, it was that.
Klopp's tactics, jeez. Done.
Anyway, C+. Because I'm like, I got replies for you and I got replies for you, but I don't want to say any of them on air.
Except we beat you as well, so I have a reply right back.
At home, mate, for the first time in how many seasons?
We're talking about the round ball.
Anyway, C+ for the Crows. What
does that mean?
They did
About right.
Did about right. They did.
Okay,
what I thought
where you
they would do.
expected. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No
took the scenic
explanation.
route.
Just that.
On to
No
rate.
I
explanation.
think I've spoken enough.
On to rating system number 3.
Pass credit.
7.5
distinction.
out of 10, I would say. It's about what I would have expected. Like Elodie said, some unexpected wins and then, beating most of the teams we should have. But having paid more attention to the SANFL over the last few weeks, I'm really happy with the development of guys like Zach Taylor. Brett Turner's not really development because we picked him up halfway through, but a lot of those younger guys who are coming through, it gives me a lot of faith going forward into where we're going. Have you got another rating system for us here, Lleyton?
God, I hope so.
No. Just it was good. The season. We won a few games. We lost most of them.
Such a matter-of-fact summary.
But there were no draws. We didn't have any draws.
Next season, aim for more draws.
Yeah.
I mean, right from the get-go. By 1 point.
I know, we're
We were
close.
so close. If only Ben Keys could kick it, 51 metres.
Yeah. But we won, one more game than last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We moved up the ladder by 1.
Pretty good
And
effort.
Port went down by 9, yeah.
So if we keep on going on that trajectory, how long until we have an undefeated season?
Oh, that.
20 odd years.
Yeah.
Great, can't wait.
Yeah, it was about expected.
That's a weird rating system.
Not bad, not good. Ideal gift. Anyway, best win of the year. Oh, I should say what the listeners said. So now, where do you rate the season? So we had 84 people vote on this one. Better than last year, or how do you rate the season? Better than last year, 67%.
Yep.
Yeah.
And 29, same as last year. 4% worse than last year. Okay, that was probably me from my birth.
Yeah. What was worse than last year? Nothing. Literally. Just, we're not playing finals yet.
My favorite, exactly. My favorite thing was some of the games this year where people were saying sack Nicks, and it's like, do you remember 2020
Yeah.
where we were shitting
Yeah.
the bed?
This
It
is
was-
better. This is,
We were
so much
smearing it everywhere.
But more than that, we didn't have any hope.
Yeah,
Like we were losing, like you said, we were losing games this year, but going, he played really well. He's improving.
we didn't even know
SANFL's
when we will be able to fly to Bali.
That's right.
Like, come on, Chester.
And it took an away game to Hawthorn at the Adelaide Oval to get to a win. Like.
That was
weird. That was
weird.
the weirdest win.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
All right, now Elodie, what was your best win of the year?
best win of the year. Or, well, I feel like you can't go past the showdown, the first showdown. But actually, I kind of liked the Bulldogs one because it took me by surprise.
Yeah, most unexpected.
Yeah, because the showdown is always going to be a bit of an even ledger, so you always do go in with that little glimpse of hope. But the Bulldogs one was just a bit like, oh, all right, that's a nice little surprise.
We're playing at Ballarat.
What? Is anyone there? Is this really happening?
We turn up.
If the game happens in Ballarat, no one's there to see it.
It takes kicks a goal. Is anyone
guy
there to
beat.
signal? Damon, your favourite win of the year?
I think the Carlton game. In the pod
2020?
leading up to it, I forget who we had guests on. I think we might have had the Crowbar boys on before that happened. Or was it? No, it was Ray and
Yeah.
James.
We had
James, thank you.
people on.
We had people over, and everyone going around the table. We had guests going around the table. Everyone was just like, "No, this is Carlton's going to drop this," and I just sat there going, just true pessimist. Like, "No, I can't see us getting up." And then we bloody well did, and then we screwed up their season.
Yes. that was
Absolutely
great.
chaotic
Literally.
Carlton season.
Oh, man, it was beautiful.
Well,
Benny.
the three games that are obviously the top three that you would talk about, I'll go with the West Coast Eagles in Kennedy's last game to hang on and win that one.
Yeah.
Can you give that a score out of par, subpar, or above par?
Or 9 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Lleyton.
I reckon the Eagles. The Eagles win. The first one when it was just wet.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shocking.
yeah.
And no one
yeah.
turned up.
Yep.
And it was a miserable game, but we won.
And you were hanging out for the draw.
Yeah.
It's on.
It was one of those weird games, and we hadn't won for like 5 or 6 weeks.
Jake Waterman tore apart our defence in somehow.
Yeah.
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 my personal favourite was the round 5 versus Richmond.
Yeah, we were at that game.
Oh, yeah.
That was bloody good
I remember not liking Richmond for some reason.
'Cause they're
So we won.
because it dogs.
It's been that way for about 5 years.
Yeah.
When did you like Richmond?
When they were bad, okay?
That's right, yeah.
That was good.
When they were
true.
consistently finishing 9th.
Yes.
Everyone's bogey team.
Now, we had a couple of replies to it, and in my opinion, this is from Grace at B979. That's a code. In my opinion, the most exciting win of the year was a round 3 showdown, but the best win of the year was round 20 versus Baggers. And BKM, I'm not sure if he's competing with Bukaki, said, astounding that anyone picks anything other than the first showdown. A kick after the siren against our arch rivals, the stuff of dreams. I mean, the thing that sours it just a little bit was the Oscar nomination going to Lockie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Peter's stupid call afterwards saying he's
Oh,
never going to
yeah.
play again.
Yeah. Jeez, you laid it on thick.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, it doesn't sour it at all for me.
No.
Yeah, true.
Why can't we just have a non-controversial like goal to win a showdown, like the Josh Jenkins
yeah.
one? Like, why does everything have to be controversial?
Port
They
fans.
always find something wrong with it.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, but still, they shit the bed that year too. So, anyway, best rookie debutant. I'm going to go this way. Lleyton,
Yeah. Who debuted?
Rochelle, Saligo, and Parnell.
Rochelle best debut, but I feel like Saligo had a better season. That makes sense.
Smart.
But yeah, Rochelle had the best
5
debut.
goals.
5 goals.
Debut.
Easy.
Impressive.
Yeah, I would echo those sentiments, but purely for Sean Craig Murphy. Pew, pew.
Yes.
Yeah, it's worth talking a bit about Parnell because he was mid-season rookie,
Yep.
undersized. No one really knew what sort of position he was going to play, what he was going to
Or even year level he
or
was
year
in.
level he was in. Exactly. He was carrying his textbooks to training.
Yeah.
So it's worth talking about how he's probably the most impressive in the sense that I don't think we had much hope for him, and then he comes
No.
out and he's just like, oh my god, this kid's a footballer. So, but
It's usually a good thing.
very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are playing.
Yeah, it was
Football.
Yeah, footy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not know that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, jeez.
This is awkward.
Okay. Well, now I've learned something.
I just want to point out on that poll, there was 1 vote for Parnell. We know.
1.
Sean Craig Murphy.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
We see you.
Not even Parnell voted for Parnell.
It's like,
Saligo was pretty good.
Your thoughts, Elodie?
Yeah, I echo the sentiments of my friends around me. And bring the wholesomeness.
Ditto.
Yeah, ditto. Yeah, I think, like you guys said, Rochelle was straight out of the gate. He was just like banging it. But Saligo, his work rate was really good across the whole year.
Yeah.
And Parnell, just a just a real good guy.
Yeah, good vibes.
Good vibes.
So just going back very quickly, best win of the year, 78% voted for the round 3 showdown, and the best rookie debutant was Saligo by 71%.
You're not a fan of Saligo now, though, are you? Because he barracks for the wrong college team.
I don't know what it is down at what's in the water at West Lakes, but I had Tom Duday go to Nathaniel's Coffee Panini, friends of the pod, and he wears a fucking Texas Longhorns hat.
We gave him a Crom beanie.
We gave him a Crom beanie.
Dude, you've got headwear, mate.
Yeah.
You own another hat.
And then Jake Saligo turns up on his Instagram story wearing a 2006 national champions top of Texas Longhorns.
Disgraceful.
Horrible.
Disgusting.
What sport are they talking about?
Hockey?
College foosball.
okay.
The foosball. The hand egg. Anyway. Yeah, bad. Pick for the Malcolm Blight jacket. Now, the choices that I put up for this one was Dawson, Laird, Keys, and Other Tellus. No one voted for Other Tellus. He's not on the list. But Lleyton, who's your pick for the jacket?
Definitely Laird. Yeah, enough said.
I'm saying Dawson.
I would love it to be Beryl.
Yeah, just for tackles.
Just because he's a gun and just a young gun coming through the midfield. It'll be Laird.
Yeah.
But I would like for it to be
Yeah.
Beryl.
Okay, you can like all you want. I'll go for Other Tellus.
Rob?
Yeah.
I think it's a Turkish last name, so I don't know. We had 55% votes for Laird, 45 for Dawson, and 1% for Keys. It was probably Jordan Keys.
More than like.
And
shout out to Jordan.
yeah, friend of the bottom Patreon, Frank Milanese, who said, I chose Laird, but Walker's year was pretty good.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. The other thing was overall thoughts on the season, highlights, lowlights, things that you want to see get better. Reply here and let us know. But how about we reply now? Like you.
Yeah. Oh, me.
Yeah. Highlights, lowlights, things that you're just like, ugh.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
Eesh.
Highlights, the wins.
Yeah, the wins.
Lowlights, the losses.
Damn it. See, I was going
It's like a eulogy.
How to get better? More wins.
Nixie's written on the wall. More
Nixie's-
wins equals good.
Nixie's listening to this right now and rewinding and then writing it down as notes.
He's got the water bottles on the ground being like, this signifies wins, this is losses. If I move all of these losses to the wins, I'm a good coach.
Now all we need is Rory Atkins.
Yeah,
Not getting it.
Rearranging. Yeah.
he was just going for the 10 cents. Like,
Yeah.
he packed that in his bag afterwards.
How ADD do you have to be to not follow your coach moving things around in front of you? Like,
Grab your shit, pack your bag, out the door. Brad Crouch was like, okay.
don't take a knee. Just go.
Yeah, just go, mate. We had Mr. Snrub, who said, highlight showdown win 2022 Autumn Women's Premiership.
Yeah.
Autumn.
Autumn.
I love how in the US they call it fall because leaf fall down. That's great. Carlton round 20 win, Richmond round 5 win, Ballarat game. Lowlight, second showdown. You mean the last game of the year? Mid-season performance drop. The GWS game. This is not good vibes. Not good vibes.
No shuckers.
The last point. Music after Crows goals. Get rid of it for Christ's sake.
I like it.
Or just change the soundtrack.
Yeah, see, that's my thing.
Mix
I don't-
it up.
Yeah, I don't mind the music, but it's just, the same things, the
Yeah.
same songs over
Just
and over.
everything about the music.
Well, I
Not
don't
the idea of music.
I don't think I've been on the pod since I said that my brother-in-law went to the North Melbourne game, and it's his first game because he's originally from England and everything else like that. And he said the vibe at the game was shit,
Yeah.
but the actual game itself was good. But he was just like, why is there low tempo music?
Yeah.
Like, as in, you need
Why is
fast
there a
stuff.
funeral dirge playing before they all come out? With the three of us sat together at the last
Yeah.
showdown, and begrudgingly, I think we're all sitting there going, oh, "This is actually really
This is
good."
way better.
Now, Ben,
Yeah.
I know, Ben, you said you asked, now the floor is yours. Why is that?
Well, it didn't do it for me really. Like, I think you spoke about how there was a performance at halftime, which you couldn't understand what he was
Oh, to be
playing.
perfectly clear, I thought it was shit. That's
Yeah.
because I met Sam Roberts in the toilets.
Oh, yeah.
Not for nose beers. I was just taking a piss and out of nowhere some guy comes up hugging me.
He's out of ICU.
Yeah, he's out of ICU. Yeah, he still have the tracking. But anyway, but the game, like just the build up and everything else like that was infinitely better.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that it was Robbie Gary's last game and they were able to draw on that quite a lot with their pre-game pump-up.
Oh,
The crowd helped with it.
separate to that, I reckon. Just the build up compared to the Crows build up to the, and I still attest that our song is the worst song.
Yeah, I agree.
It's slow. It's
Yeah.
It's not a banger.
Are you allowed to change it?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah? Of course you are. Okay, good.
Freo had a vote.
should.
Freo proving that they are.
Had a referendum.
They're proving.
A plebiscite.
They're proving that they're the most Fremantle team in this competition because they had a vote with far better songs on offer, and they just went, "No, we're going to stay with Freo." Heave ho.
Their song is great.
And you know,
It's not.
The same thing that happened for
I bet.
Yeah, I think it would,
Yeah,
yeah.
100% the same thing.
That is the most Wharfy thing, though, like to vote as a union. Like, as a block, and we're not changing it, we're staying.
sticking with the same shit that we've always had.
No scab anthems.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, here to stay.
I've always said that I think North Adelaide have the best song in any footy comp. It's
I agree.
such a great song. It's got so many guitar solos. It's so good.
It's so cheesy, but it's so good. It's almost cringeworthy, but it goes full circle. To the point where
Yeah,
I'm digging this.
exactly.
Yeah. Gold Coast, I think, have the best in the AFL.
Yeah.
Nah, GWS. GWS.
Oh, okay.
Big sound.
Richmond and Collingwood.
I just can't bring myself to enjoy
I-
it. It's got
Neither
negative
can I, but-
connotations everywhere.
I think Tigerland is the best song in footy.
Wasted on
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking banger.
Yep.
100,000 people with the yellow and
Yeah. Yeah, and black. Yeah.
And instead we just get a hoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Which was like manufactured. That was like manufactured into the song because they didn't add anything sort of
Yeah.
emotive.
Yeah. So we
It's
had,
so slow. We have to add in our own.
I've always said whoop whoop.
Oh God, you got the lyrics wrong.
No, we're
What
good.
are you, a car alarm?
What were we talking about?
I
don't know.
So far.
Like it's just like a talking head song. How did I get here?
Oh yeah, the season review.
Yeah, sorry. Vardy Magic, friend of the pod. Shout out to you, mate. Thanks for all your efforts this season, Juggernaut. That's just to us. So thank you, Vardy Magic. Mark Hindle says, if Sloane didn't get injured, how many games would a Saligo have played? Same with Purnell and Brown. The club still won't go full rebuild.
Who's Purnell?
He said P-U-R-N-E-L-L. Yeah, at least it wasn't Purell. Like it just disappears in your hands after 4 seconds. So. Anyway, we got Phantom Hoper at Comrade Cluzzy says, if you'd have told me we'd win 8, including a showdown, without Seedsman at all and without Sloane for a majority this time last year, I'd absolutely take it, especially considering the culling of experience last off-season.
Yeah. That's a really good way of looking at it. Yeah.
Shahin Mardi says, season, good. Development, good. Expectations for 2023, better than good. From your neighbourhood trader. Oh. Where's he moved to now?
New Zealand, probably.
Queensland. I don't know.
We keep naming states. We'll hit it eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We got Pete Nash who says low Day playing her as Warrell dominated SANFL. High Fog. Round 1, Parnell, Butts, Day, Warrell, Murray. Blah, 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 blah. He's named the whole bloody team.
If I could pick one, I'd pick them all.
Yeah. Last but not least, James Payne, friend of the pod and Patreon, says, highlight, showdown win, Dawson Sligo, Fog's second half of the year, Patreon meet-up for the Suns game. Result is something.
That's sweet.
No, that was bloody good. And we're going to be doing another one soon of that. We're going to do a recall of another game. Yeah. That's the whoop whoop from the Dutch. Lowlights, GW loss again. Hawks loss. Media's continue to gender against us. Crouch. Yeah, Crouch generally.
Which Crouch? Brad Crouch?
Oh, a bit of both.
Brad Crouch really derailed this season, didn't he?
Now, any other thoughts on the year at all as we reflect?
I really like that comment about, because I hadn't considered this either, the amount of experienced talent that was shown the door at the end of last season was huge. And it was necessary. It had to happen. But when you put it as we then win one more game off the back of kids coming along, The problem still is that Walker's still kicking all of our goals. That's an issue. But then Fogarty has the second half of the year that he did.
And we've got the dragon, so
We've
we've locked him in.
It's like holding an orb. The dragon.
like they didn't even try with the answer. You
No.
know, you put it out there, Elodie.
I
The club knew
know,
about
I know,
it.
yeah.
They didn't embrace it.
No, they've gone the dragon.
Tried for like 2
instead.
years doing that.
Yeah, it just hasn't worked out. No,
Yeah.
we'll go with the dragon. Okay, well done, nerds.
I could imagine him getting a prison tat of like a really bad dragon, and it just looks like a greyhound.
It'd be Trogdor.
What's that?
Do you remember Homestar? No,
Homestar, Runner.
The
Holy shit!
Trogdor the Burninator.
Yeah, now you've activated a memory.
Someone out there watching or listening knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, one
And they're-
person got
and
the
they're
reference.
killing themselves laughing right now.
It's Damon listening.
Oh god. Now, next up, we've got the new rights deal for the television. God, and it's basically the same thing
Yeah,
over and
sticking
over.
and voting to stay the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a bid that was coming from Channel 9 and Stan and also Channel 10 and Paramount as
Yep.
well. But the AFL said, no, we're going to keep it as is because we like standard definition broadcasts.
I didn't tell you. Nat, my wife, commented when I was watching the SANFL. She goes, "Why does this look awful?"
The cameraman yesterday, I don't know what the hell he was watching, but it wasn't the game. You would have someone dispose of the ball and we're staring at like calves,
Yeah.
like three people's calves there, and the ball's just gone.
He's watching race 8 at Bendigo.
He is.
Yeah.
Cream
was
was
on the broadcast.
Makes perfect sense.
that dogs is about to
And they're, oh shit, the ball.
Yep, so it's a vote to keep everything the same, which
Until when?
For more money.
2029
Forever.
31.
Jeez.
Oh, 31.
31.
Yep.
I'm really disappointed the Channel 10 Paramount deal didn't get done. That would have been bloody good.
Yeah.
Because people poo-pooing it and saying, oh, Paramount Plus sucks. No, it doesn't.
It's just a change. We need a change.
We need a change. I know ESPN were trying to bid back in 2002, but they're still not a part of the deal. I think it's because it's just not competitive. And if the AFL want to keep saying it's the best bloody game in the world, they should make it available for the world.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah,
It's not.
actually. Yeah, might have been Mason Cox at one point tweeted about the timing that we keep putting games out, and saying that it does not work at all for global audiences.
Yeah.
Which you can make it is a tail wagging the dog to say that we shouldn't be dictated by, and then the Premier League is
Let's
and
play
it's
our games at 3 a.m. to work for England.
horrific. Yeah, but it means that over there they're playing games at like 10:30 in the morning, which
Yeah.
we know is a joke, and no one there enjoys it. But there is an argument for the more you make this game appealing for overseas audiences,
Well, it has to be access.
it has to be
That's the
accessible.
thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I know Matt and Neil, two patrons, they live in England and they find it hard to be able to watch games.
Yeah.
And
It's almost
the UK would have a lot of Australian expats.
Yeah.
They do.
too hard to get access to the game for a new sport that not heaps of people know about.
Yeah, exactly. But
Just a killer.
yeah.
So
But
a streaming service is perfect for that because you
Yeah.
can watch it on demand.
exactly.
But then why has the AFL taken the initiative here and just done it, just made a decent streaming service for the game?
Because that don't make sense.
They had it with Telstra Plus a couple of years ago.
Yes.
When you
So
could
where's
just
that
watch-
gone? Like,
Disappeared into nothing.
right.
That was awesome. You could just watch it. Like if you were a
Straight from
Telstra
the app.
customer, you could just watch
Yeah.
it on your phone.
Because
Yeah.
the Optus deal with the Premier League is one of the best things that's happened for that sport. Seriously, in a
That's
long,
if you
long-
like that.
If you
don't.
it's like anything. Yeah, of course it is. But it. Shut up. It goes.
Like if you
support
don't like
Napoli.
the soccer, well, why would you watch it?
But if you do support the soccer, like half the world does, then all of a sudden it's accessible at all times a day. It's huge.
Nickelback's popular, doesn't it? Yeah.
Why are you attacking me on this? I'm making a good point.
No, but it needs to be more accessible.
Yes,
it needs to be something that needs to be shown more often. And I know even I've got family members of Miranda's side. Max Fletcher is a punter for Arkansas, Dustin Fletcher's son.
Oh, okay.
They've tried to watch some of the games, like even on YouTube, and it's blocked.
Right. Great.
So it will come up saying, full games and other stuff like that. Oh, it's blocked in your region.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they have no way to watch it. They would willingly pay for a service.
Even if it's like all the lower leagues like SANFL and VFL free
Yeah.
overseas or something, just to get some
I
sort
don't know
of
why they don't do that.
access to it.
I don't know if they do have that with the VFL and the Waffle at the moment. I know you can watch it on
Yeah,
the
you
AFL app.
can
and
watch it.
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
AFL's Twitter, it's the only two state leagues that exist apparently. But
But that's
Well,
because
the VFL, what does that cover? Most of Australia.
most of the Eastern Seaboard,
Yeah.
And the SANFL has its own broadcast rights deal going with Channel 7, so
Yeah,
that would be
very true,
harder. But you look at, like, I've watched a lot of Australian ice hockey this year. That's all free on YouTube. A lot of rugby from the UK is coming free on YouTube.
Queensland Premier League soccer, I know, is free on YouTube.
Free on YouTube. And it's like,
Or even NBL, like the access there, it's
Yeah.
all on
Yeah.
SBS as well, and
That's on
they
KO too, yeah.
but so they do ESPN, but they have their game of the week on SBS, I think, or
Yeah.
Viceland or whatever it is. But they do full HD broadcast.
so then you can
better
watch
than
it
AFL.
on demand. Like, you might look at that and go, well, they're going to lose money eventually. Yeah, but is it worth it for the exposure?
Correct.
Of course it is.
Grassroots is huge.
Yep.
So if we can expand internationally, that would be good, wouldn't it, Elodie?
Yes.
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 So I've just got a bit of a breakdown of what we will get on free to air, just out of curiosity, if anyone's listening along. And
Does this include comments from boomers saying, "Am I, keep it on"?
what times it start?
Yeah.
Do I need a new Foxtel box?
No. So interestingly, on games that will be on 7 Plus and 7 between 2025 and 2031, you'll get the first 15 rounds of Thursday night footy. So if it goes beyond Thursday round 15, you won't get Thursday night games on free to air. All Friday night games. Saturday nights, you'll only get the last 8 rounds. You will get all Sunday afternoons and all marquee matches, which is Dreamtime, Anzac Eve, Anzac Day, Good Friday, Easter Monday, Queen's Birthday, plus at least 3 additional matches such as the season opener and Queen's Birthday Eve, and all.
Oh, it's a
finals.
King's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, outdated.
Awkward.
But not the showdown.
Yeah, not counted as the marquee match. You would think, being in Adelaide, that'll be counted towards.
They would put it on. They would put it on.
It'll just be delayed 4 hours.
Well, the other thing
That's
too,
backyard or something.
they're doing the thing like what Fox do for the cricket, where they have their own commentary team. So it's still the Channel 7 broadcast of the cricket, even though they're suing cricket at the present time. But Fox have their own commentators and other stuff like that. So Fox are going to be doing it. So more Dwayne Russell.
Less BT.
That's bad. BT is good.
I agree.
And just
BT and Dwayne Russell are so much better on radio.
BT is good on anything.
Yeah. Dwayne Russell's better on radio. He is crap on Foxtel.
I'm lost for words, young man. What the hell?
I'm not even
Young
joking.
man.
I love BT.
There is so much anger from Damon tonight.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I should be happy my team's in a grand final.
We need to stop triggering you.
Hey, you'll never know what triggers me, so just keep going.
Until it happens.
That's it, yeah.
Leave Damon alone.
It's more fun this way. Just keep going.
Just back to the games that are being shown. I find it very interesting that only the last 8 rounds of Saturday nights will be on free to air, considering that would be a real marquee time.
I'm wondering if it just doesn't rate well.
Surely Saturday night footy.
It's probably because
it'd be better than Sunday afternoon.
Probably because Fox fought to get those last
very true.
Yeah, it's probably
8
what it
rounds
is.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Elodie?
Yes.
Yeah. And who's your favourite commentator, Elodie?
My favourite commentator.
If I'd pick one, I'd pick him.
I actually like BT too.
Yeah.
That's damn right.
But otherwise, I'd say Sam Tugwell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can picture everything.
Exactly.
You can picture the football.
Theatre of the mind.
Should we move on?
Yeah. On to what? Oh, God. That's right. Lee Matthews' comments about the AFL women's rights. Now, shout out to Lockie Dan for sending this one through. And he said, Pete, go nuts about this one. Yeah, I'm just going to find it. Sorry, Lockie. But any other thoughts on the deal itself? Were there things that you were hoping to see or anything else like that? Or
Aside from decent access to streaming, which I've been talking about for over a decade now.
Well, they mentioned, like, as Ben mentioned, the 7 Plus. I feel like that means there's free access to games the first 15 rounds or whatever, which is better, but you'd imagine that's only going to be within Australia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not big picture thinking from this deal.
Yeah,
It's status quo.
And considering it's such a long deal as well.
I know.
Like, we're locked in for another 9 years.
Yeah.
This
It
is the
sets
sort
the
of-
ceiling on us. We can't really grow anywhere.
Not that this is going to happen, but this is the same thing that happened with World Series cricket, where Kerry Packer just loses it with going, you're boxing me out of the television market here. I'm going to create my own. No one's going to create their own footy league, but someone's going to get desperate enough to do something about trying to break into this market.
Here's
Hopefully it works.
what's going to happen. I reckon some of the clubs are going to turn around and say we could broadcast our own stuff.
They could do it now. They could do it tomorrow.
That's what even Manchester United do it on, and you see the
they all
games
do it.
on KO.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have Optus Sport or whatever.
And what's great is you can have biased commentary. People, I would pay extra to have biased Crows commentary happily.
Let's do a couple of them next year.
Yeah. Have you heard 5AA with Rowie?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Jimmy, you can't kick it from there. When James McCann said that, I was thinking the exact same thing. There's been times where he's just like, no, my son sucks. You can't do it. Now, real quick, this was a comment sent through by a friend of the bottom Patreon, Lockie Dan, who says, Carol 3AW, quote, it's hard to quantify what AFLW brings to TV rights and revenue. And then Lee Matthews replied, quote, no, it's easy to quantify what it brings, basically nothing. Lee, you dinosaur. Now, to quantify it, that's like saying we shouldn't play AFL women's at all because women can't play now, so they'll never get better.
Yeah.
Like, serious. That's the equivalent.
The only trajectory is up because we're finally providing a platform for half the population.
Yeah. It's like saying about Gold Coast, they should just fold it after a year because they're never going to get better. But that's probably true. But
Bad example.
yeah, damn it.
I mean, are we reading too much into that though? Like, is he saying right now, like if you look at, you compare how many people watch Port versus Carlton in the AFLW on the weekend to a random mid-season match for the AFL, it's going to be pretty lopsided. Like, is he saying that this is how it is right now in terms of we're making this deal now, or is it bigger picture, what he's trying to say?
I think you're right in the sense that, if you're looking at right now, the women's game doesn't bring anything financially. However, those comments coming from an influential person within the game are really unhelpful.
Yeah.
And they're a real dog whistle to those people that don't rate the AFLW.
Yeah.
So you're right in the sentiment and the actual pure facts behind it. Did he need to come out and say something like that?
No.
Probably not really helpful.
No, not overly. I feel like more context to the situation, like the conversation they were having, could help.
Yep.
But purely like that, it's just not needed.
That's it. I mean, this conversation, there's no way you can take it out of context.
Yeah.
But a bite-sized comment like that, and then all these guys on Twitter that just need to shut up can just grab that and go, see, like, this is why I don't watch it.
Isn't that right, Elodie?
Yes, I could have taken that conversation out of context. We can cut that. The Damon, the shut up part. We can put that together with something else and
Shut up, Elodie. Shut up, Elodie.
We'll bite that one. Now, real quick, we've got to give a shout out to our amazing Patrons as well. Patreon.com/Crowject as well. And we've got our list of $10 and over Patreons, don't we, Elodie?
yes.
Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah, we have Dave Carnivale, Jake Bacovi, Ray O'Hara, Ben Piero, Sophie Damon, Drew Corner, Sam Curtis, Sean Davies, James Payne, Michael Bornholm, Shahin Marty,
Good.
Jezza Withers, Lachlan Dant, and Well In. And thank you for moving that piece of paper around so lovely for me. Trying to read it. It's like a little eye test.
Yeah. And we got Draft Spotlight coming up, don't we, Damon?
Sure.
Cream, let us know.
Yeah. Please, Cream, let me know.
And also,
It's coming up. Yeah.
I know.
you can get your copy of Fabric of Our Club as well. Where do you get that one, Lleyton?
At crowject.bigcartel.com.
Yes.
Getting quickly, copies limited.
Yeah, limited.
Ooh.
They're flying out the door.
Yeah.
And you can get them at Sports Cards World in the city and
the Avenues News Agency at St. Peter's. Get down there. Say to my cousin Marcel, Peter sent you. He won't give you a discount. We've also got our Brownlow Red Carpet Extravaganza or Lollapalooza or whatever you want to call it. It's a good word. That's going to be coming this Sunday night.
Same day as the SANFL Grand Final now.
Yeah, get around it.
Damon's going to be off his face.
I will not be in attendance.
We're gonna call you.
and put your face up again.
That's right. Last year you missed out. That's right, because you went. Did you go to the grand final last year as well?
Year before, I think it was.
Yeah,
No, I feel like it might have been a school graduation or something.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's kept me away a couple of times.
Yeah. So I did the word art Damon.
That's right.
Thing.
Did too.
And Cream marching it around like as if you died.
Like, yeah, that got a bit weird. Like, guys, I'm coming back.
And so, yeah, head to crowject.bigcartel.com to get yourself some crom beanies. Not crow beanies. Shout out to the advertiser as well for saying that Chris Picton and a bunch of other politicians were wearing an Adelaide Football Club beanie.
Yeah.
And then I tweeted at them and said, maybe check that one, guys. And then the snippy editor turned around and said, with all due respect, make sure
Maybe
you
read the article first.
And I had. And they had gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
And I got no reply.
Because if you zoom in on the picture, it's Crom.
Yeah, it says
Clearly Crom.
Yeah, the M. And it's the W.
Part of me wants to just leave that alone, actually. Go back in time, don't say anything, and just let the boomers do it for you. It's crows, not Crom. No, it's not a crow's beanie. No, let them
Got
do
the
hard
colours though, Beryl. Good on him. Good on him.
work. I'd vote for that young man.
Yeah. Now, where's my franking credits? All right. Anyway, we'll be back right after these noises. All right, we're back. And Damon's lost the will to live. Anyway, it's time for Beryl and Cecil of the Week, brought to you by Liquorland. To get the best deals on alcohol, visit liquorland.com.au. Benny Mac.
Thank you very much. And we have a few to get through. Not a heap. We would have been more if the Crows had won in the SANFL, but we don't. So we will start off with John in Adelaide Crows Pride Forum. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Who says, why are we not going for Dunkley and Rankin? Francis is an easy get too. 3 good players that we could use. We have the cap space, so let's use it. Trade pick 5 for 2 later picks to Sydney and get both Rankin and Dunkley a 3rd round for Francis, and away we go.
Easy.
Oof, it's that easy, yeah.
Trade week done simple. Justin Reid, you're out.
Yeah.
John, you're in.
The first issue, we are going for Rankin. I don't know where he
that's
thinks
the
we're
first
not
bit.
going for Rankin. The second issue, I think, trade away pick 5 for 2 later picks, and then we get Rankin and Dunkley. Well, we're struggling just to get Rankin.
Just to get
pick
Rankin.
5.
Just devalue our pick completely. Dunkley has pretty much ruled out Adelaide as a target as well. But just ignore that.
It's simple.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Crazy.
Interesting. Actually, I'll get to something on that I heard, which isn't really Beryl and Cecil. Apparently, we're looking to trade next year's 1st round pick to Gold Coast because Gold Coast apparently have a really good academy player at next year's draft. So we may well hold on to pick 5 for this year.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
That'd be really good.
I think just in the chest. We won't use it, but we'll in the pocket.
Keep it tight.
Don't tell anyone.
We then have Stuart in Adelaide Crows Pride Forum.
No, there's
New Melbourne Football Club song. Hey, exclamation mark. Jake, exclamation mark. Leave him alone.
No.
Now that's a stinker.
Please no.
But I just... Some of these posts you just look at and you go, what was going through your head when you... First of all, when you thought that, and then second of all, when you went, I'm going to share that.
Yeah,
my favourite
well.
part of that forum is the fact that people use it like Twitter.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, what was that? like an umpiring decision or something, and it's like it just comes up in your feed like
You're
3
like,
days later. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. Anyway.
Not sure, John. Can you fill me in? Next of all, we have Andrew in the replies to the Crows full-time post about the SANFL saying, overrun by the umpires. You can't win when outnumbered on the field every week. Now, last week I would have accepted this comment, but this week we were not drafted by the umpires. No. So we move on. Hayden in the same post says, not one player in that side that will ever be a regular AFL player. Very ordinary and soft.
Not one.
Apparently not one.
Not a one.
Not Dragon.
Nope. Not Dragon.
Who
Not
has
Ben
been?
Davis.
Not Taylor.
Both have been
Not
regular
cool. Yeah.
AFL players. Frampton, also regular AFL player.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
None of them?
No.
None of them.
No.
Get rid of them all.
Disappointing.
And lastly,
Maybe John's got some trade ideas for them.
Get back to John.
list manager John.
That's it.
Lastly, we have the biggest Beryl and Cecil of the week. Mark in our comments for the 3/4 time post update from the AFLW simply said, no one cares, mate.
What's that guy's name?
Mark.
Mark, stop talking to yourself in the comments.
I think could be Lee Matthews' burner.
Maybe. That's it.
Imagine Lee Matthews with a burner.
I don't think I can imagine him with his own account.
L Matthews won.
Yeah, and he'd upload his own photo as well.
Yeah.
Where am I? Leave. Just stay where you are. Okay, we'll find.
We'll find you.
And that was Beryl and Cecil of the week. Thank you to Liquorland.
Yeah, so we need to talk about the AFL men's matches that are coming out. We've got the prelims that are coming up this week. But there was one game that did happen where Jake Lever, he lost his mind, which was nice.
That was very fun.
Cathartic.
So what was it? Brisbane were how many points up? I think.
Was
They
it
were up by 7 points, I think.
Yeah,
Like a
that's
minute
right.
to
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
a minute and a
'cause
half to go.
they had to score twice, and then good old Jake gives away a 50.
did the
Has a little
worst
tantrum.
attempt at trying to keep the ball in.
Yeah.
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 And then he danced around for a bit.
Yeah.
And then he looked at himself on the screen and forgot to give the ball back.
Yeah, he was doing bloody Lord of the Dance. But he was also acting like a toddler.
Yeah.
Which he's got a few of them in his house at the moment because he doesn't have a TV. So the thing is as well, he starts jumping around and he gives away the 50. And we enjoyed it.
Highlight of my year so far.
Melbourne out in straight sets. Just what we want to see.
The Burgess effect.
There was a
Well, yeah,
serious.
The Burgess
you're not wrong.
vacuum.
I read a serious article today
Yeah.
asking that question. Yeah.
Because they've lost a lot of games where they've been up by like 20 or more points.
And they've just run out of steam.
Yeah.
Good point. The reverse Burgess effect. Okay. And then, the other game, the Collingwood Dockers game, which put an end to the run of every finals game being good so far. And then
Yeah.
it just turned to absolute shit.
I mean, it was still less margin than the Melbourne and Sydney game. So,
Yeah, true.
Good point.
but it was, over at quarter time, I think.
Yeah.
Flag mantle, no more. Oh,
No more flag mantle.
tell David Mundy.
There'll be no premiership.
Did you see the video of David Mundy on Mad Monday today?
Yeah.
It was
What happened?
it was great. It was like he was being like held up and like bounced in the air, and there was probably about 100 people just surrounding him, and we were just going Monday,
Yes.
just what he deserves.
Mad
Yeah.
Mondays.
That's, yeah.
Got it.
That footage of him leaving the ground and like chatting to his son and stuff. Someone was cutting onions in my house when they were taking that.
That was
Oh.
it was
Awful.
It was really cute how he was talking to his son, trying to be supportive, and he looked away, had a tear to his eye. That was
Yeah.
It was.
That's
Yeah.
wholesome.
Just one of the good guys of footy.
Yeah.
Was it Monday?
Yeah.
Get around him.
Yeah.
Get around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sets up the prelim. So we got Geelong versus in Brisbane on Friday night. And then Sydney against the Magpies at the SCG.
Cat versus cat, bird versus bird.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good energies.
And did you see the thing that whenever there's a new monarch, every year that there's
Yeah.
been a new monarch, it's been Geelong versus Collingwood in the grand final.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it was King George V back in the 30s, throwback. You were there, Dame. And
I remember it fondly.
no, it was Geelong Collingwood, and then when Queen Elizabeth II,
In like the
it was Geelong
50s.
Collingwood. Yeah.
1952 and 1937.
It was-
Mum also dropped another fact on me surrounding this. The last.
Oh, mummy.
Last,
I love a good mum fact.
What did Shane say?
well, the last 4 times the British monarch has changed, Collingwood have won the grand final. So the last 2 have been Collingwood versus Geelong in these grand finals, but Collingwood actually won the 2 before that as well.
We've got to get your mum on the show.
I
She's
don't know
more
where she
insightful
pulled
than
from.
any of us. It's amazing.
We will never see Cream again.
Yeah.
That man will just disappear. Poof, where did Cream go? Hey, he's everywhere.
He was inside us all along.
Oh God! Please no.
The cream is inside me.
But flag
Flag,
that?
flag.
That's staying in. That's staying in. Any other thoughts on the games there, lady?
Well, what are we hoping for? Are we wanting the non-Victorian grand final?
Yeah,
the Sydney
100%.
Brisbane?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not going to happen.
I've been
but-
loving
Just
how-
at least one.
I've just been loving how all of these Melbourne-based fans have realised that it's expensive and there's surge pricing
Right.
on airfares, and it's
Yeah.
difficult to just find a plane to just put it on because
Yeah.
there's something about timetables and making maintenance schedules and all this other stuff like that. And Tom Ralph, who's been saying we should be reporting this more because it's affecting Melbourne fans.
Yeah, you should be reporting this more.
Even though it's been happening for the last 30, 40 fucking years.
Yeah.
He's finally learned.
There was a Collingwood fan I saw on Twitter today complaining because there were tickets for this weekend that were $400. First of all, that's not that bad.
No.
Yeah.
And just seriously,
like,
drive.
Yeah. We do it every other damn week.
Yeah.
It's like 10, 12 hours from Melbourne to Sydney anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, break it up.
Exactly.
But
you
you're-
travel 4 times a year. Don't worry about the team.
And you ring up SEN once and they accuse you. Like, you like,
You
there's
got,
no
you got a
bias
story.
here,
You
mate.
got a story here, don't you?
No, I've not done it, but I've been that close. Just
It
every
was a
trade,
mate of mine.
a mate of mine. Every trade period, someone rings up Damien Barrett and says, "Pull your Victorian bias out your ass, mate, because you're talking rubbish." And he goes, "No, we're cutting him off because I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing about all this bias rubbish and right." And then Caroline Wilson, whenever Rowie tells her to her face she's biased, she's like, "No, Rowie, you're being ridiculous and right." John Ralph, you're being biased right now, mate. You've only just learnt that fans have to travel for footy. I'm so sorry about all the rants tonight. I don't know, maybe I'm hungry.
My missus listens to 5AA Breakfast, with a friend of the pod, Will Goodings, and she writes in, but she uses Janet from Modbury. And I said, why? Just use your real name. And she's just like, no, it suits the demographic.
It really
more.
does.
I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing.
Janet from Modbury is their target listener.
Yeah. So Janet from Modbury texts him real quick. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Miranda. I've
You've outed her.
I've outed her.
Jeez, next time Janet from Modbury's on,
Yeah.
we'll know.
Yeah. What's next?
What's next?
The AFLW, we got to talk about the draw mainly. With Port Adelaide and
yeah.
Carlton.
yeah.
History in the making.
Yeah.
Lleyton, yeah.
Dude, before this game, I chucked $10 on Port to win because I was like, you know what, Carlton are really good at shit in the bed. Like across all of the all football,
VFL, AFL.
exactly, they're great at it. So, and they almost got up. The last few minutes were just chaotic. There was so many errors.
Darcy Vessia running into forward 50 with one of their teammates, streaking ahead all by themselves to goal. What does she do? I'll try and take on 3 players, not kick it in front of the player running to goal and just win us the match.
What happened next?
Nothing. No one else scored. It was tackles galore.
Unreal.
It's very
Yeah, the last
frustrating.
score was 6 minutes into the last quarter and it ended 17 minutes. So 11 minutes of scoreless football.
Bloody hell.
Mate.
You would have been on the edge of your
Oh,
seat,
it was
mate.
great.
You were
Yeah.
packing
The
it.
draw.
This is all I've wanted all year.
Yeah.
Should have chucked $10 on the draw. What was that paying, Elodie?
It would have been the usual 51, wouldn't it?
Probably. Or maybe not AFLW. It might be less for AFLW, but
Oh, it's a high chance. Yeah, true. All right.
But yeah, Port still haven't won. Anyway,
Brilliant.
we can preview next week's game with the Crows. We're versing Collingwood, who are up and about.
Oh yeah,
At
undefeated.
At Victoria Park.
11:40 on Sunday.
Yeah, set your alarms.
AM. That's AM. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
It will, yeah. Because Collingwood are undefeated and are second on the ladder.
They're going to get their first L. They're going to cop an L.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Coming?
Crows by 25.
25.
35. Big.
There you go. If there's a team that can do it, I think we've got the class in every line to be able to upset it
Yeah.
like that. But
I don't think it'll be 25 points. So it can,
no, God, no.
All right, Crows by 30.
Take it to the bank.
There was some pretty big margins in AFLW this week.
I know.
73 points. Brisbane beat.
Oh, yeah.
Brisbane sitting at the top of the ladder with a percent of 401.
Jeepers.
They are scary.
Yeah, that's a false economy, though. They play the Gold Coast.
This is very true.
And then in classic Cream fashion, he puts in our Patreon's chat, like he waits for something big to happen and then is like, oh, there's a big call here. It's a big call, but I reckon Brisbane, they might be the best team this year. It's like, yes, yes, Cream. Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
But now that he said that, they're gonna go to shit. So just wait for.
Oh, the creamy crawl, yeah. The remote crawls. What's a creamy's call? Melbourne's going to go out in straight sets.
Collingwood to play in a prelim.
But I think either Sydney or Collingwood will be in the grand final.
Whoa.
Wish you were here, Cream.
All right.
All
Now,
right, that was Creamy's call.
yeah, that was creamy calls. Now, any other games around the grounds as well at all?
What else happened of note? Essendon had a pretty big win over West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's the
2
fantasy
points.
going? The AFLW
Oh
fantasy?
yeah, it's going well actually. Though I made a mistake. I took Elise Parker for GWS has been killing it this year, and so I was like, I'm going to give her a shot at captain, and I took my captain off Noffy and put it on.
Nothing.
Terrible. I mean, she still did good. Elise Parker got I think 90 or so, but yeah, it was.
What did
Noffy's.
Marinoff get in? 131.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, big. So I think I was pushing top 100 for
Top 100.
AFLW,
Whoa.
but yeah, right?
Good.
Yeah, but
Well, then
probably,
this week
probably not anymore. Yeah.
There was something else I wanted to bring up about the AFLW, which was the reports from this weekend.
Uh-oh.
So Cream would be absolutely cheering.
Katie Brennan.
Taylor Harris. Taylor Harris with 1 match for rough conduct, a dangerous tackle. There's a bit of a theme to this week's reports.
Oh.
So Hannah Button, rough conduct, dangerous tackle.
It was a bit of a sling, that one.
Mm.
It wasn't. It's not like she pinned the arms or anything. She sort of
No.
just slung her by the jumper.
And that's what saved her in the end, the fact that
Yeah.
her arms were free. I look at that and go, her arms are free. It's a fair tackle.
Yeah.
Play on, but she got a $400 fine. Emma Kearney.
Kearney.
Rough conduct, dangerous tackle. Forceful front on contact for Kate Summon from Port Adelaide. Jordan Ivy from Melbourne, also rough conduct. There's just a lot of reports this round, and a lot of it for rough conduct, dangerous tackle sort of stuff.
Michael Christian's bored.
I think so.
Sitting around picking his nose. He's like, that's it.
And there's
Bunch of
only
rough
been
conducts.
2 suspensions out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that went to the board this week. Now, part of me looks at that and goes, I hope this isn't a trend in AFLW this year where as the standards go up and as the tackling improves, we become more and more protective of the girls getting tackled. And this might be a bit of a can of worms, so bear with me. Take this with context. But
We need a can opening sound.
we do, yeah. And a worm sound to go with it.
What noise does a worm
I
make?
don't know, slithering, wet,
Slithering. wet
just gross.
slithering.
You know, like when you wash your
Wet
hands with too much
slurping
soap.
sounds.
I think it would. Anyway, the tackle that Hannah Martin made, I thought was a really good tackle.
Yeah,
Kept your arms free.
yeah.
I hope that doesn't become the trend. And I'll be honest, I haven't seen Taylor Harris's yet, but
Who cares? She deserved it.
yeah, no, I just,
Cream just came out.
yeah. We're channeling her into cream.
He's inside us.
I hope we don't see a hell of a lot of reports this year as the tackling intensity improves. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's the summary. Damon's run. Damon's 10th run.
Third for tonight. I don't know.
Speaking of suspensions, what does everyone think of the Jared Berry and the
Oh, yeah, the eye
fingers
gouging.
to the eyes?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's such a weird one because like if somebody has their forearm across your throat
Yeah.
and you're trying to reach up and be like, I don't want to die,
Yeah.
and you're just
Self-defense.
What else?
yeah.
Can I be honest? It was just he was trying to take out someone's eyes. And this, but this is where I get pissed off about Selwood's been doing it for ages.
Oh,
He did
yeah.
it to Riley Knight and almost
Yeah.
bloody gave him a glass eye in 2017 or something, and he got a fine.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you didn't hear Dangerfield say anything about that. And then
That's something else, isn't it? Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's complete hypocrisy about this, but I do think it's always deserved a match.
Yeah.
But it's
care
the
about-
finals. It's not going to be a match.
They did, though. They gave him a match.
Have they appealed it yet?
Not yet.
Not sure.
They haven't. They announced that they are appealing it,
Yeah.
but I don't think the decision's been made.
Oh, is it going to go to the Supreme Court like when Barry Hall just punched the guy in the guts?
I didn't see
And he
it.
was just like, it was self-defense, even though, wasn't it Luke Ball was just running along? And Barry Hall just straight into it. Oh, self-defense. He was coming at me.
He looked at me funny.
and it went to the Supreme Court, I think.
Yeah.
That was
And I think,
five,
I think everyone just looked across the bench and just went, Barry, mate.
Sorry, I can't help it.
I agree with both of you because Elodie, you're right. Like he's reacting because the guy's got his arm in his throat, and you're right, Pete. Like you can't put up with it. But the AFL needs to come down on people for that sort of wrestling. If there's
Yeah.
a forearm to the guy's throat, I think you need to go for rough conduct. Because you're right. There's nothing else Barry can do.
yeah, that's it. It's just trying to get the man off him.
Imagine being wrestled by Clayton Oliver, though. He's got one bulging eye already. Coming out with this stupid haircut, too. It's,
Barry
like being
was-
attacked by like a weirded out, melted troll doll. You know, ugh.
Barry was just trying to put his eye back in.
That doesn't look right.
That's just my face.
I was born that way. Oh, God. All right.
All right.
Anything else to rant about? Dan?
Don't look at me. I'm done.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Let's do margins and best on
Yes.
ground for the Crum girls.
Yep.
Well, you
Yeah.
said 30, Crows by 30.
Lock it in.
Perfect. And who's best on ground for you?
I'm going to go with Marinoff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Again.
So,
I'm going Crum by 10, and I reckon Woodland bounces back. She brings 10 hair ties with her this time and bounces back to kick a few.
She had like the most nearly game on the
Yeah,
weekend.
she
Got
did,
to like
yeah.
every contest, did great, but couldn't
Yeah.
kick a goal.
Yeah.
Didn't get the opportunity. Damon, what do you reckon?
Crows by 5
Five.
points.
whoa.
Yeah,
Oh, point.
Collingwood are good, and it's at
Right
home.
behind?
5 goals is taken already.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Lock it in.
And Hatchie playing at half forward, best on ground.
Crows by 14 and Eloise Jones gone.
EJ.
Yes.
You taught her everything.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to go the draw as much as I want to. But I reckon we lose, actually. I don't reckon we'll win this game.
Boo.
But who's going to be the best losing player?
He's going to be the best loser on the
yeah.
Billy Frampton. No.
No,
He just turns up. It's the maddest Monday ever, man. I was just touring this place. You got to here.
Who's watching this
Kids
game?
behind him, boo.
There was a yellow-haired man flipping everyone off,
yeah.
flipping them off to the Fruit Loops.
And it wasn't Strawny.
So what's the margin? Collingwood by, you said.
Oh, yeah. Collingwood by 3 goals and best play for the Crows, Beryl.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Best loser for the Crum.
Yeah. yeah.
We'll be doing a competition for that one too online, give away Crom Beanie because they've all got to go. Now, we've also got Benny in the bets as well. That's been happening. So what betting did we have this week?
In the unreleased episode that no one's heard, I picked for
Yeah.
Collingwood and Fremantle to be either team by under 15. So let's just say there was no bets last week. This week, Crows AFLW team should be a decent price going against Collingwood. They'll probably get you around $2, $2.20.
Yeah.
So let's go with that into
Into the draw of the same game. Crows to win and draw.
Yep, that sounds good. No, I think Collingwood to cover whatever their line is against Sydney would be my next thing I would go for because they love a close game.
I
Yeah.
reckon it's going to be a low-scoring one too. Yes. Now, I've been doing my college foosball betting stuff as well. So this week, I had the huge multi of 121 to almost 122 to 1. Yeah, it didn't get up.
How many legs was that?
It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, however, if you're doing the, I think the week one betting, if you were doing individuals, say $10 bets on each, it came back at a return of $2.70 overall to 1. So
That's
not too bad.
$2.70 more than I've made.
Yeah. I need it because how much do we owe to Salvation Army now?
Yeah.
They're knocking at my door right now. That's why we've
more
moved
than we can
studios.
Get in the bin. I need to do the calculations this week, but the week 3 college football betting will be happening. I'll be putting that up very soon. Probably be doing that one tonight. So get onto our Patreon, patreon.com/Crowject, and we'll have all the betting there too. I have to start putting some money on some of those too, just to get something to pay back to Salvos for our blood debt. All right. So thank you so much for everyone for tuning in to the Crowject. But any other thoughts, any other questions, any other queries, any other rants you want to have?
No, I'm done.
Please no.
I'm done. I'm done.
Don't open up the floor again.
No, I won't open the floor. But
How good is BT? Yeah.
shout out to our amazing sponsors, Trojan Aluminium and Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini. Thank you, Lleyton.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you, Damon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elodie.
Thank you.
My name's Peter. Go Crom.
Go Crom.
From